Well, media day is here, which means it's SEC football time. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And tonight I'm going to talk about today's SEC media day. Brian Kelly spoke to the media as well as Jaden Daniels, Josh Williams, and Mekhi Wingo. I'm going to just talk about, some things they said and, one of my first, looks at LSU this upcoming season. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden player on Xbox One, I'll have my Xbox One gamer tag in the description box also. Also, man, Lafayette, Louisiana area, man. Big time sports talk. Every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I co-host with host Mike the Bandit. Y'all check it out, man. 1033 to go and download the app, man. Come check us out Sundays, 10 to 12. SEC Media Day, yo. First off, it kicked off with Brian Kelly. He went up there and basically talked about, for him, on a personal level, the difference between this year and last year. Last year, learning certain environments, learning the players, learning the team, learning the whole LSU culture, the whole Louisiana culture, and all of that. And then this year, pretty much knowing what to expect and also knowing that he has a really good football team. One thing that he constantly kept, bringing up was how this team is fired up to play Florida State. That when you have such a high profile opening season matchup, the whole preparation for a game like that is the off season. And he just talks about how that's a big opportunity for LSU to play against a team that's going to probably be a top 10, top 15 team, and a team that beat you last year. I was at that game in New Orleans. So, he just mentioned how his team is really looking forward to that opportunity to play against Florida State. He basically confirmed that Jaden Daniels is the quarterback. It is no quarterback controversy, though, just like with any situation, Jaden got to continue to get better. Like, just because we believe in you today, if you go out there and start screwing around, like, Nussmeier is ready to take your job. And, he said Nussmeier wants the job in a respectful way, both, they support each other and they work well with each other. But, basically, for a lot of people, they're thinking it's going to be it's Jaden Daniels' job unless he screws it up, basically. And he doubled down on his comments about, not being quite ready yet to win a national championship against a team like a Georgia or something like that. But, for me, LSU has a really good football team, and LSU has a real opportunity, to play for an SEC and possibly national championship. You look at the quarterback position. Jaden Daniels is, to me, he's the most dynamic quarterback in the conference coming into this year. You got guys like Will Rogers who, about to be the SEC's all-time leading career passer. You got guys like Joe Milton who has all the physical tools and is in a quarterback-friendly system to really look really good out there. Devin O'Leary, who's very experienced coming into Kentucky. Arkansas, KJ Jefferson, who feel like been there for 10 years. And it's a lot of guys that, have talent, but Daniels is the most, experienced / dynamic quarterback returning in the conference. The offensive line is pretty much back and intact. The O-line was very young last year and got better and better as the season progressed, and all those guys are back. And you know how important it is to have continuity on that offensive line. The backfield is loaded. I mean, you got Josh Williams, who was over there at Media Day today. You got Logan Diggs coming in from Notre Dame. You still got Noah Cain. John Emery is possible he may return. We'll see. You got freshmen, like Trey Hiley and them. It's a deep loaded backfield. The wide receivers are loaded. You got Malik Neighbors, you got Brian Thomas, Kyron Lacey, who, a lot of people feel like is going to take a big step up at the wide receiver position this year. You got Aaron Anderson coming in. Chris Hilton, who's been banged up so far, is an explosive guy. Then you got the big 5-star freshman Shelton Sampson coming in as well. Tight end, you got Mason Taylor, who is just a legit tight end. Just looks really good at tight end. D-line, Mason Smith is coming back, who a lot of people think gonna be a first-round pick. Mekhi Wingo who was also at Media Day today, is an All-American coming back. Harold Perkins is arguably the best defensive player in college football as just a sophomore coming back. You have Brooks and Sage Ryan and Major Burns and all them guys at safety. The one biggest question mark for LSU, which I'm a little surprised that he didn't get questioned about that position, is cornerback. It's a lot of guys coming in. It's going to be 2 starting outside corners that haven't started for LSU before. Whoever they're going to be, but besides that, man, his team is looking loaded and looking like it's ready to do big things. And Brian Kelly basically attested to that and said, trying to get better every day. Daniel's our quarterback. We expecting big things from this team, but he feel like they're not quite ready yet from a national championship perspective. And for me, that's simply because, you need more depth. I think top 22 to top 22, LSU could play with damn near anybody. But when you talk about the teams like the Georgias and Ohio States and all those teams, they have depth. They have 2-mans. LSU got to get a little more depth with that. Jaden Daniels, basically talked about, how everything, Brian Kelly alluded to it also, how everything for him turned around in the Tennessee blowout loss. Though we got smoked in that game, he started to gain confidence, trusting his receivers and throwing and trusting what he was seeing on the field. So he alluded to that, basically talked about coming back because he wanted a chance to win a national championship, and stuff like that. Josh Williams, just talked about the running back room and just talked about, he's a Texas kid, excited that Texas coming into the SEC next season, and looking for a chance to, he got hurt at the end of last year and looking to have a more healthier year. Mekhi Wingo is going to get to play his old team Missouri this year, and he did mention 2 guys that we're going to he did mention Savion Jones, and, there's also some mention about Quincy Wiggins. So those are 2 guys that could come in for Ojulari and Gay and be some edge rushers right away. So basically that's what it boils down to. LSU is a good team. LSU, along with Alabama, should be favorite, to come out of the SEC West again, barring, major setbacks or injuries or stuff of that nature. But should be a very, very good football team. With a lot of talent and really good coaching across the board. And, it's just about putting it together. And we're going to see. We get tested really early. We're going to get the Florida State Seminoles, who's going to be a very good football team as well. And we got to go to Orlando, Florida, and get our revenge back for what they did us in New Orleans, Louisiana. So looking forward to that and looking forward to this season. As the season get closer, we'll have more preview and prediction videos. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm going to have LSU, NCAA, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.